It's the Soft Spot on the Soft Network. My name is Musa Nkosi, and yet again we're out and about to capture something special. We are attending the Queen Esther Generation Foundation, which presents the Little Princesses. So, guys, the Queen Esther Foundation is focusing on the little girls on a foundation that really celebrates the little girl. So they're filled up in the room, they're all over the place, and they're here to receive teachings. And thanks to the Queen Esther Generation Foundation, they'll be learning about etiquette, self-respect, respecting your body, and knowing more about the fear of God and having a relationship with all that is moral and fiber. So we're excited to be here today here in Mbombela, and thanks to the Gilgal Church of All Nations for inviting us, and thanks also for Umam Blessing Sunday, Pastor Blessing Sunday, for inviting us here. So we're learning more about how these young girls' futures and lives could really improve through the Queen Esther generation, raising the Queen Esther generation. It's the Soft Spot on the Soft Network. My name is Musa Nkosi. Stay tuned.
Clap your hands for yourselves. The mirror, you see a queen in the making. That alone will make you to focus on your life.
As a result of children, you need to start focusing on your academics.
And very blessed to have this session for you guys that was set particularly for me.
Who understands what the word etiquette means? It's a big word, right? A very big word. I'm telling you, even some adults don't even know what that word means.
Who likes it? Nobody. Oh, you should like it. Yes. Why? That's what makes you a woman. Productivity systems, okay? So if you don't want it, you cannot be a woman. All right? Without menstruation, you cannot be here. We can't have children, all right? So I know it's an irritating thing, but it's something that we should be happy with.
I watch your all the wisdom and the knowledge you have imparted upon the children and many people that are watching also online. Thank you so much. We are blessed to have you. We are blessed to have you. Thank you. Our little princess, I want you to rise up and just put your hands together and clap for our beautiful guest, the wonderful woman that you are going to be like tomorrow. Wow, good.
It is a pleasure and a privilege to get an opportunity to be invited upon an initiative that promotes good living, etiquette, self-awareness, safety, and all that. So I'm talking about the Queen Esther Generation Foundation that invited us here today. One of the cool speakers for the day that was addressing the little princesses that are following the Queen Esther Generation example is Miss Petunia Lehoka. Mama sawubona.
Sawubona bhuti kunjani?
I'm fine. How are you, ma'am?
Ngiyaphila na.
Thank you for taking the time to come and give back to the ones that really need it.
Definitely, it's very important that we give back because there was a time when I was their age as well.
Okay, and there wasn't anybody who could talk to us about these things.
Our parents were too committed. The
Yes.
government and the social structure didn't allow for
Not-
us to learn all these things.
That's right.
Hence, it's so powerful that you came.
Yeah, that's right. Not only that, it was taboo back then to even talk about certain things that we talk about now. So it's important that since I know what it's like to have to scrape around for people who can tell me things, I know how important it is to impart knowledge. Especially since they're all gathered here.
And
able to.
and such knowledge for yourself as you're growing up, it had a huge impact and a positive role to you,
Yes,
right?
yes, it
Although
did.
it came few and far, you know.
It came late, but
came late.
at least I had that knowledge and I was able to apply it, especially the safety part of it. I come from a family that was very strict, very, very strict. And at the time, you didn't understand why they were refusing you to go to certain places.
After a certain time of the
After
pressure 6,
exactly, thina phela bebasivalela gate ekhaya ngo-5 o'clock bavala gate, mkhulu wami bekavala gate. And noma akuthola endlini after vale gate athi kahle ukuthi you were not there, you are in trouble.
So etiquette and safety was your note of address to the young people.
Yes, yes.
Mama, if my young person was not here today in Mhlambe, what could you say, just in summary, from yourself, Mom Petunia, about etiquette and safety? What message would you leave to that one day?
It's very important. Etiquette is not just ukuthi good manners, ukuthi uphathe kahle, then you do certain things for yourself. It's about being aware also of other people and how you leave them after having spoken to them or after having been in their company. Now, how you feel after having been in the company of certain people. You must utilize your intuition very, very well. Because, like I said, intuition is like that tool that God uses with us, to send messages to the ones that need to hear it. If there is that voice within you that is saying, no, you can't do this, do not argue with that voice. It's very important that you listen to that inner person when it issues counsel and stop whatever it is you're doing. If you feel that, hey, there's something here that doesn't sit well with me, believe that person that is inside of you because it was sent to you to keep you safe.
Not to cut you short, Mama, but I'm living in Kasi and I'm not sure who to go and speak to about etiquette, about manners, about safety. Tell me more. In your view, who are the right role models or the right community leaders, or which spaces are there for a young person to go and get a bit of etiquette and knowledge? So, advice from yourself to a young person who needs to know.
Calling a safety, the police are there. Anything that feels off around you, anything that feels off in the community, the police are there. You just go and report. Even if it's not affecting you directly, but you see something off about your friend, about any other child who is in the vicinity of where you stay, rush to the police. Tell an adult, or maybe talk to the social workers in the community. Tell them that, hey, I've noticed something, it doesn't sit well with me. It looks like that child was scared or something like that. And that person seemed to be pulling that child, and that child didn't seem like they were happy. Anything that looks suspicious, it probably is suspicious. So go to the police, go to social workers, talk to an adult.
It can't be there can't be any harm done, even if you are wrong, umuntu omusha.
Yes.
You will either be helped and taught and you learn something about situations, or you'll get help for someone else. Isn't it?
Definitely.
You're an author. Very soon you'll be launching a book, and you've got many other publications. We're excited about you, Ma. And where have you been hiding all along? Okay, tell me about the book. Tell me about the book you'll be launching very soon.
It's actually two books. The Curse of the Night as well as Beyond the Outburst. Beyond the Outburst is a collection of short stories of those dealing with the debilitating effects of anger, frustration, anything that surrounds all the strongholds, and that includes generational curses. My personal story of anger is also there, and how I dealt with it, and to make people understand where anger, stems from, and why people get angry, and why people feel justified to be angry, and how you can deal with it. There is something called anger management. You've got to be able to manage your anger, because it doesn't mean ukuthi Tina as Tuktel. All of us are able, can get angry, but then you must find a way to deal with whatever it is you feel. Also, you must interrogate investigate yourself as to why this particular thing is making you angry. Chances are you have had something bottled in within you that you haven't been releasing in proper manner, but then something else happens that triggers you exactly, and then you react in a bad way.
It's the soft spot on the soft network. Queen Esther Generation Foundation has had the likes of Mam Petruna Lehoka right here, an author, an awesome individual, an entrepreneur. Talk about Chappelle SA. Nonetheless, Ma, where can we learn more about you? Please tell us a website or URL that we can check out.
I'm on all couple of social media platforms. I'm very active on Facebook. I'm active on Instagram as well as TikTok. You know, Petunia Lehoka author on Facebook, Petunia _Lehoka on Instagram, and then on TikTok they must just search Petunia Lehoka. They'll find me there. I've just opened a new channel on YouTube. It's not yet, polished, but very soon I'll be very active on YouTube. As a channel as well. I have a website, www.pertunialehoka.co.za. My books are available through me. There are two that are already in circulation, Providence as well as Heart and Soul. And then we have got these ones, Curse of the Night as well as Beyond the Outburst. I'm launching them next week, these two, Curse of the Night and Beyond the Outburst, and people must come to the event.
For more information, visit those social pages. That's www.petunialehoka.co.za. More info about this wonderful role model right here with us. Thank you so much for your time, Ma.
Thank you very much for having me.
I'm right here with the director of Nozitlet Cleaning Services. Umama was also one of the keynote speakers today, and she spoke about growing up with wisdom. Let's meet Mrs. Mbuyane. Sawubona, Ma.
Hi,
Njani, Ma?
we good and you?
If you didn't notice, guys, when she came on stage, the energy and the desire and the zeal and the connection she made with the young people, now it means that she's speaking the truth about wisdom. Mama, growing up with wisdom, how important is it for abantu abasha, especially the young girl, to have a source of knowledge about wisdom?
It is critical, Gutsi, as a young girl, you need to understand, Gutsi, until you have a wisdom on how to conduct yourself, then you will get lost in life. But the message we're sending across today is that as young girls, you need to understand, you need to be aware of yourself, you need to be aware of your surrounding, you need to know your values, and you need to have a resilience so that, when you go out there, because there are sharks out there, they're waiting to devour you. But when you know who you are, when you know where you're going, then, it's easy for you, to go out there and say, I know who I am. And I'm going to stand for the truth. And I'm going to stand for the values.
Truth and value are part and parcel of the pillars of good wisdom. Mama naku sikhule emalokishini, maybe ekhaya asiye esontweni, maybe ekhaya akakho umuntu ong-advisako, umamkhulu, umalume, or even ubaba nomama. Where would you advise umuntu omusha, maybe that little girl child who seeks to know wisdom, to have wisdom in her decisions and the friends that she chooses? Where are the sources of wisdom in our communities these days?
Well, the best source of wisdom is in the Word of God, which is the Bible. That is source number one. Then seek adults who have good morals, good values, adults who know, even though they haven't been to school, but they know what a person needs in order to live a good and truthful life. So it is important that, surround yourself with people who are successful. And this success does not mean money only. Success means how people think, how people, interact with other people. So those are the things that you need to look at as a young girl. You see, when I walk out there, what is it that the people around me are teaching me? If people are teaching you ways which are going to lead you astray, move away from that. And that is wisdom. Because it is God who will instill, that wisdom in you. And immediately you will have a discernment on the kind of people that you need to interact with as a young girl.
I love those words. Mama, you have Nozitla cleaning services, right? You are a self-made entrepreneur from Mariti Bafetu. Your story is amazing. Where can I read more about you? How do I, get in touch with what Miss Mbuyane is doing?
Right. We have our website, www.nozihlecleaningservices.co.za. That is where you will know about us. We are also based here in Nullspruit at Riverside Industrial. You can come to our offices, but you can read more about us on the socials. I also have a personal Facebook page as well, Dolly Mbuyane. That's where you can get more about me. But I also, interact with other business women like Pastor Blessing, where I interact, I share knowledge, I share information because I believe in learning every day.
You share even more wisdom as well.
Yes.
Mrs. Mbuyane, I appreciate your time. Please continue doing the great work of sharing that which is value to those who are young and need it most.
You are more than welcome.
I've got Umam Eva Biela, Director of Big Sky Travel. I'm sure Yayazi, she's been in the game of tourism amazingly for a time that has shown a lot of growth in Mpumalanga. And she was one of the keynote speakers. Miss Biela, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you, Musa? It's good to see.
Ask me, yes. Well, I'm fine too, Miss Biela. I saw you giving a great speech on stage today, and you're speaking about hygiene and the critical importance thereof. Tell me about that, Mama. How was your keynote experience today?
Actually, it was really amazing because it's good to teach kids how to look after themselves and be confident in growing up, because there is so much going on where us as parents, we don't teach our children how to look after themselves and be confident in being clean, smell good, and they just become just people. But now, today, we got the opportunity to talk to these young kids, to teach them how to look after themselves and clean themselves, how important it is for them to be the ambassadors of cleanness around their environment. And that is what excites me with Queen Esther.
I love that. You've got a foundation of your own called the Biela Foundation. So you've got a heart and you've got devoted time for yourself from you for the generation and for the young people out there. What motivates you to go ahead and share information and empower and encourage?
Musa, I think I was born a giver. From the young age, I look after kids. I have passion for kids, even when I was a baby. So that, to me, it grew up with me. When I see need, and more especially on kids, I go for it. Be school, be clothes, be food, be protection. I do it.
Last year, Mandela Day, 18 July, I saw Big Sky Travel take part in a fundraiser initiative, which is your company, Big Sky, took part in a charitable initiative that was hosted by Sislum Kulu. So I really commend you for the giving nature that you have, the accommodating nature that you have. Any words of encouragement to other role models and big players out there for the young girl? What did you say?
I will say, take one girl child, make her your own. Support her, empower her, protect her, and we'll have the best future for our lives, all of us. Because today, if that girl child is abused, is destroyed because she can't go to school, and you have money, you are keeping it for yourself, my friend, your future is not good. So as business people out there, let's do this together. We are not in competition, but we are in collaboration. We must collaborate to do good out there. Together, we can do greater things. Alone, you're weak.
Great words from Mom Eva Biela of Big Sky Travel, who was also part of the Queen Esther, Raising the Queen Esther Generation, today's initiative that was highlighting and really encompassing the light for the little girl child. Thank you so much, Miss Biela, for interviewing me.
Thank you, Musa. It's nice to see you.
Young, dynamic lady right here next to me, Miss Shongwe herself, who's representing the University of Mpumalanga, who is the EFF Youth
Command Chairperson.
The EFF Youth Command Chairperson of UMP, right here with me, taking the time to come and impart amagama asesomkhulu to the young ladies, young girls that were here today. Sawubona, Miss Shongwe.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good.
Tell me, what was your point of discussion today, Namuhla? You said self-awareness and?
Self-awareness and education.
Self-awareness and education. Let me just try and say something here. When you are self-aware, then you realize the level of education that you desire. Am I right?
Definitely. So I think the main point that I was trying to get across was that young girls need to be aware of who they are and they need to have that self-awareness so that they can be able to then get the education that they deserve and be able to push these boundaries that they have simply because they're female, but because now they are self-aware, they have that awareness, they're then able to push forward and get the education that they deserve for them to have a better life.
Ma'am, as a grown lady now, you know, I'm a young girl, now you kulile. Talking about self-awareness, which self-awareness aspects or qualities or characteristics helped you to push? Even Nama Sofikile University, you still aspire to be more, as you are the chairperson of the Youth Command, the EFF. So, what were you aware of that helped you to push further?
Okay, I think first and foremost, what made me aware was that, I think with certain things, you're born with it. There's this saying that leaders are not made, they're born. I think I'm one of those to say, because I wouldn't necessarily point out a point in time where I could say, no, man, this is where I realized that this is something that I want to do or I want to pursue. But it was through having self confidence. I think I'm one person who can say, and for me, it wasn't necessarily something that was always there. It's just that through obviously interacting with different people, pushing yourself to the limit. I'm one person who I can be bubbly out there, but I used to fear public speaking. But now,
Oh, look at you right now.
exactly.
My girl. No.
I used to fear public speaking, but I was like, okay, I'm going to challenge myself. I'm going to do speeches. I'm going to do debate. Those are things that helped me learn and they helped me develop. So I think through self-awareness, you need to be able to check yourself, check what weaknesses you have, check your strong points, and work on those weaknesses, but also make sure that you still affirm your strong points because now that is where you're going to fall behind and be like, okay, maybe if I'm not as great at this, but if I'm still affirming my strong points, I'm able to fall back here and say, no, but I'm good at this and I'm good at that. And as for your weaknesses, it's not that maybe if you have a weakness at something, maybe they say, no, you can't speak, for example, and you know that you want to be a public speaker, you want to debate, then that means you need to just shut yourself out and stop it. No, it needs practice. It needs you to speak the same way a person can tell you that they didn't even know how to kick a soccer ball, but now they're a brilliant soccer player. Everything requires practice. It requires you being able to say, you know what, I want this and I'm going to go for it, irregardless of maybe my circumstances, irregardless of the fact that I am not necessarily the best person for it according to other people, but because this is what I want, I'm actually going to go for it.
Chairperson of the EFF Youth Command, I say UMP, what is your cause currently, Skele, and which level are you at?
Okay, so I am currently doing my first year in BICT, which is my second qualification. So I have a degree in the Bachelor of Commerce. I completed it last year, so I'm graduating this year. Yes. Bachelor of Commerce is Bachelor of Commerce BCom. Then BICT is Bachelor of Information and Communication Technology, which I think I saw they need to do that because we're living in a world that's going steadfast into technology. So I thought that, having a degree in IT would be something to look out for. We're going into a generation now that a lot of things will be done by machines, but we're still going to need humans to develop those machines. So I was like, okay, this is the field to be. So currently the cause of the Economic Freedom Fighters Youth Command is we are the youth wing of the EFF. So
Right.
basically what the EFF represents, we represented at a youth level. We're looking at representing. So the membership is open from the ages of 14 to 30 in the sense that we're saying we want to represent young people in high schools, we want to represent young people in universities, the unemployed youth, the employed youth. We're saying that we're here, we want to represent you, want to hear your cries as young people. We're saying that we understand that you're living in a country now as women where there's a lot of gender-based violence, there's a lot of patriarchy. The EFF is saying that we are going to fight that patriarchy, be it it's systematic, be it it's economic, it's cultural. We want to fight that patriarchy. We want to fight unemployment. We have tabled, even in parliament, solutions that are effective that could be used. And we're saying to young people, the Economic Freedom Fighters is the organization for you. In your universities, we have things like your Zofuna Ngenkani campaign, where young people come through, they get assisted at the beginning of the year. We fight for them to get admission because we are saying that for as long as a student studied, the same way now we go into these seminars, we tell young people to go study and qualify. We're then there on the other side of the road now to say, no, we told you to study. Now you've studied, you're qualified. We're going to fight to ensure that you get admission without having to pay anyone, without having to sleep with anyone to get there. We're saying that we're going to fight for you, which is why we say, sizofunda ngenkani.
Sizofuna ngenkani sis Avela Shongwe. Away to Shongwe from UMP. She's the EFF Youth Student Youth Command. I like your spirit, the fact that you're doing your second course and all that. You are pushing the word and you are living, walking by the words you say. Big ups to you, and I wish you an excellent academic year ahead, and may you continue fulfilling the objectives of your organization, which are awesome by the EFF. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Hi, I'm impressed. So as I said, the Queen Esther Generation Foundation came together and has an annual conference that they have in August. But they saw it fit now to raise the Queen Esther princesses, the little Queen Esther princesses who will eventually become the future's Queen Esther Generation queens. So I'm with a young person right here. That is one of the young girls who attended this amazing event. And she's going to introduce herself to us so we could find out what she learned. So I want to say, hi.
Hi, my name is Treasure Idomi, and I'm from White River.
Oh, hang on. Treasure, are you in high school? What do you do?
I'm in high school, newly high school, grade 8, and I'm loving it, I won't lie.
You took your time to come and attend this event today. What made you come and what did you learn from it today?
The reason why I came is because I realized that I needed more motivation in my life. I needed to be open and free and interact with other people because I'm not really a social person myself. But, when some things happen, they just have to happen.
I tell you what, today's speakers, they also spoke about how the background was tough, how they had to go through some challenges, how they used etiquette, self-respect, and all of those things. Do you feel qualities of etiquette, self-respect, and all that they mentioned could help a young girl child grow up to be a success in their life?
Yes, it obviously depends on what you wear. Like the dresses that we wore today, they're obviously so beautiful, but then some are a bit too revealing, but they were all right, and I love them so much. And everyone, especially me, and everyone, my friend, my uncle, everyone was so beautiful today.
I like to hear that. Finally, in closing, you're in grade 8, right? A lot of high schools around, né? They've got young girls who wear really short uniforms and everything. I don't want to know how short your uniform is. I want to know your opinion on image, how you represent yourself, how you present yourself, especially in school uniform. How do you feel about that thing?
I feel like they're exposing themselves too much. They are craving for attention from people, especially boys, which is not good. So I am trying to stop that thing of you have to pull your dress down to the length that they want it to.
Thank you so much for your time, ma'am. And I wish you a great year ahead. May you grow up to be a Queen Esther Generation young person. Yabo.
Thank you so much. You too must enjoy the rest of your.
It's never too early to start raising the Queen Esther little princesses. And this is the vision that the Queen Esther Generation Foundation had for a day like this today, where they brought young girl children from different parts of Mbombela in the Lowveld to come and teach them and chat with them. As I said, it's never too early. Sawubona sis. Kunjani?
Ngiyaphila.
Ngiyathatha donate takho dihle yeva.
Ngiyabonga.
Ugcina ngubani?
Sesikuhle.
Sisibuhle ne? Ubani igama lakho and ubuya kuphi wena uhlala ku?
Ngimi-Emily Sibongakamona ngihlala eThekwani.
eThekwani Emily ne? Okay, Emily, namuhla utelana edrobheni wahlangana nabanye abantu labasha ukuze ukuthi banicocele ngokuthi intombazane iphatha kanjani. Yini lo ifundzile namuhla Emily?
I feel so happy because today is special day and I love to see people.
And okay, enjoyile kudla ma?
I enjoyile.
Awutshele uya esikoleni kusasa solo nisavalile nani this week?
Sisavalile.
Uma nivulile noma nivalile ngikuphi la ku-enjoya khona? Enjoya ukuhlala ekhaya noma enjoya kuya esikolweni?
Ngijabulela kuya esikoleni ukuthi mase ngikhula mase ngiyaba mdala into kukhona nami kusebenza.
Emily, bingelela mama na papa nawo bonke baseThekwani before uhamba wabingelele.
Sanibonani nonke bengite. Sanibonani namuhla.
Sanibona ngimi Emily waseThekwani ngiyanibingelela nonke.
Sanibonani ngimi Emily waseThekwani ngiyanibingelela nonke.
It's raising the Queen Esther Generation Foundation, and they gathered young people like Emily, and for one reason, to empower and to raise a Queen Esther generation of the future through these little princesses such as Emily. Ngiyabonga sis Emily isikhathi sakho. Raising the Queen Esther generation needs us to also have a succession plan of the future generation that shall carry the moral such as Queen Esther did, right? So the Queen Esther Generation Foundation came up with the Little Princesses Initiative. And I'm with Ubuhle right here with me, ne? Umvile ugel Emma eceleni. Emma, right? Yeah, athi bamqhinile uqhinile sesibuhle. Well, this is the sesibuhle. And I think it goes like that. Omdala abhekele omncane kona sitokhula sonke. Buhle, how are you?
I'm fine and you?
Sesami ngiyaphila. Ubuya kuliphi ilokishi wena?
Likas.
Elikazi. Ufuza eStinlile, right?
Yes.
Grade 9, yeah?
Yes.
Namuhla ucela ukuhlangana nabanye abantu labasha banixoxela ezimantombazane ngokuthi intombazane ikhula njani, yenda njani, fanele yathi ini. Kulama topics labawabalile, awuntshele buhle ngiyiphi lehlale yahlale yavela singqo yahlala kahle kuwe nje.
Itopic lehlale kahle kimi ukuthi uma intombazane kumele utiphathe kahle ungabhizi ulandzele abafana.
Kubalulekile lokho kakhulu, especially if usafuna ukuthi ukhule ube nema qualifications, ube ne-education esingalesikathi wena nithi.
Yes.
All right, now grade 9, next year grade 10. How do you feel about high school so far, wena?
Nothing changed. Kuyafana nase-primary.
Yeah.
But kumele ungadlali khona. Kumele ukuphukise amasokisi unake amabhuku akho esikolo ungadlali.
All right, now ngicela nje lesikhathi lesi uthumele i-shout out to mhlambe bangani bakho basesitindile watshele ukuthi yo, this is Buhle right here. Shout out. Bathini?
Hello guys, this is Guhle.
Buhle waselikazi nyangati.
Ngimguhle yaselikazi nangadi namuhla ngitelana. So next time uma sita ngicela nite kujoina nasi.
Ngaqali nisale, come and join the Little Princesses of the Queen Esther generation. Thank you so much for your time, Siswa.
You too.
I tell you, it was a privilege to see an amazing foundation such as the Raising the Queen Esther Generation Foundation, gathering young people from various corners of the Lowfield to bring them under one roof to share a message of encouragement and enhancement of their lives. And right here, I'm with
Kanyoletu Malinda.
Kanyoletu. God, that's a nice name. Kanyoletu Malinda, where are you from?
I'm from Stone Age, actually.
Yes. North Street, born and bred?
Yes.
Tell me, Kanyoletu, are you in high school or varsity?
I'm in high school.
What grade?
I'm in grade 10.
All right. Kanyoletu, how did you hear about this event today?
I got an invitation from my friend Chichi.
All right. And so far, tell me, how was your experience right here at this event?
It was amazing. I didn't think you'd actually view a lot of kids coming together to learn about being a young lady and being a princess. Because most kids don't understand that growing up means a lot of things change. So yeah, I feel like it was very eye-opening.
Have you ever been to a session like this ever before as a young girl growing up?
No.
So now tell me, if the president was sitting watching, or if the head of social services was sitting, if the people who work for the state who are meant to be running such initiatives are sitting and watching, tell them how important it is that they should actually enhance and encourage such initiatives for a young girl to grow up properly in Mzansi.
Okay, I think you should bring them here because kids these days grow up abnormally. You'll see kids running out to things that don't how can I put this?
Don't involve them.
Yeah, that don't involve them. Running to boys and getting pregnant. Like they said, there was a 9-year-old girl that got pregnant. So I think it could open their eyes and to let them see there's another perspective of what they have to see. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. One last question. Which of the topics that were discussed today that probably stood out to you? There was etiquette, safety, there was self-respect, there was hygiene and all that. As a young girl, which one stood out?
I think self-respect because girls normally don't respect themselves. You'll find them doing things they're not supposed to do. So I think self-respect really opened up because sometimes you can backslide. So I think it eye-opened me. Yeah.
All right. What's your high school again?
Bergflam.
All right. Send a shout out to Bergflam, to all the Bergflam students. Guti leer lenge, or guti what them say. What you say?
Yo, what's up, my G's?
Who'll be on the mic? Tell them who's saying what's up, my G's. I like that.
Hey, yo, what's up, my G? This is Kanyoletu Malinda, known as Miss Melinda.
Miss Melinda, right here on the Soft Spot on the Soft Network, all the way from Stonehenge, attending this wonderful Raising Little Princesses under the Raising the King Queen Esther Generation Foundation. Ngiyasibonga isikhathi sakho.
Thank you. Ngiyabonga.
Raising the Queen Esther Generation. I love this. You know what? Oh, Pastor Blessing, Mom Blessing Sunday, she didn't just gather young people from different corners. She also gathered her own. And I've got Pastor Blessing Sunday's daughter right here. And let's find out who she is and how she found the day. So I want to dear.
Siyabona, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you, ma'am?
I'm good and you.
Drop your name and surname for my liking, please.
Hello everybody. My name is Chidima Sunday, known as Pastor Blessing's daughter. One and only. One and only.
The one and only Pastor Blessing's daughter, all the way from Edgeview Academy, right?
Yes, AG Academy.
I like that. What grade are you in?
I'm in grade 10 currently. Yeah.
Have you chosen your stream? Are you going to go for the commercials or for the sciences? What you doing?
Commercials, I'm sorry. Commercials. Yeah.
All right, Chichi, the whole point of today was to bring awareness, knowledge, and try and empower the girl child, the little princesses of the future generation. So which topic stood out to you, Chichi?
I think ETKC made its own ground on me because, like, these days, girls don't know how to put themselves together in front of people. They don't know how to greet. These days, even to wash dishes is a problem. So I feel like ETKC stood out to me.
Etiquette means that you care about the way you speak, you care about the way you dress, you care about the way you present your work, you care about the people you sit and spend time with. Because a good etiquette results in good morals and a brighter future, right?
Yes, it does. It does. It does. Like, ETKC is like discipline. If you lack discipline, your whole thing is just ruined.
You will not see progress if you can't discipline yourself.
You won't.
Gigi, what is your future ambition as a career?
Hey, for that, I'm not sure. But then for now, I want to be a pharmacist. That's what I'm achieving for this year. Yeah.
I like that. Chichi, any closing words to all your peeps at Edgeview?
I just want to say hello to Karise. I love you so much. I love my principal. I love all my teachers. Thank you. And also to my favorite teacher, Mema Korela. I love you. Thank you.
Full of love and full of appreciation. That's Chichi right here, Pastor Blessing Sunday's daughter. I love the fact that you came. I appreciate your time. Have a blessed year all up ahead and for the rest of it, yeah?
Thank you. I need to. Thank you.
We had the privilege. In fact, we are standing at a place where only a few managed to attend. And they attended because their names were called forward. And for those who came, I'm sure you've seen the interviews. But it's the one behind the initiative, the drive. I mean, I'm talking about the founder of the Queen Esther Raising the Queen Esther Generation Foundation, Blessing Sunday, a devoted child of God. I can attest to that. And today we're meeting her at her place of worship, the Gilgal Church of All Nations. Nishail, sounds right?
Yeah.
Hello, Mom Blessing.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you, my pastor?
I'm girlish today.
Yes, raising the little princesses of the Queen Esther generation of the future. What an amazing initiative and what a brilliant day. How did it come about for you to actually bring this to life, Ma?
I've been raising Queen Esther's. And anytime I meet these ladies, remember this year would be our 11th year in Queen Esther. And with queens, I'm not seeing much changes. So I said, Lord, how can I be able to find those that are not yet? Because if we talk about raising, it means we must start from the ground. So that is why the Holy Spirit whispered it into my heart to say, look, if you really want to raise a Queen Esther generation, you must catch them young and groom them until they become queens. When they are queens, we are just maintaining the crown. So, it's a very funny term. It's not it sounds like it sounds like an insult, but in so many ways, teaching a dog new tricks, an old dog new tricks, is very difficult. So in a way also, just talking to so many women, when I talk to children, when I talk to parents, it actually came out of my passion for the children that took me to the schools. And in the schools, I was asked to speak to parents. So I speak to parents, I speak to teachers on their own, and I speak to children on their own, then I saw that there's a gap somewhere in between because these parents are too busy for their children. Now, when you start communicating with teachers and say, I started with the Lighthouse Club. I think I told you last time, where there's a certain school that invited me to come and teach Bible school, Bible study during break time every Wednesday. And these children, they wrote me letters. I've got lots of letters. I get love letters from these children. So you find that, unfortunately, our parents now, they are not actively raising the children. Children stay with mother and father, but they raise themselves. There's no conversation. There's no teaching. There's nothing. It's just school fees, take. Clothes, go and swipe. Phone is broken, here's new phone. Or this child, umama usebenza ema kitchen, she goes, go sebenza ema kitchen, she goes in the morning, she comes back at night, cooks food, they eat, they sleep. Anything that happens in between, it will now just start with stories. Oh, mntwana urepiwe. Oh, this one happened. Oh, this one happened. Stories. Then we are toying. So I decided to be proactive rather than being reactive.
A reactive person fixes the problem by bringing the cure. A proactive person brings prevention now. You prevent the problem from
Prevent
occurring.
it from occurring.
And that is at the level of the little princesses.
Little princesses, before they can even talk about anything, let them know that there's this and this and this to look out for. And this life, I must focus it like this. So they call me the school auntie. So it came from being a school auntie. Even in Mpumalanga University, I used to go there and speak to the girls. They have a girls chapter there that I used to go to. So from that school auntie, I was like, but I cannot just be a school auntie. I'm a Queen Esther raiser. So when we wrote the Constitution of Queen Esther, part of the Constitution says grooming little girls to become befitting queens. So this is exactly what we're launching today. So today we're launching the Little Princesses Forum, which we are going to have every year. The conference is every year. The forums, I will start doing them. Emakaya Kubo, I will have a forum for girls to come to talk to what. So it's part of the Queen Esther Constitution. So today was sort of like a launch for the Little Princesses.
I would be so happy, and I would highly encourage Mom Blessing that you find little princesses of the Queen Esther generation in those communities, ones who would drive their behavior, the standard, the ones who would come and touch you, get the inspiration, go back and live by it. I think you got something going on here. I'm excited.
Definitely, because we cannot all say government, we cannot all say no, gender-based violence. Gender-based violence can never stop if we don't start
with the little princesses.
And now, not only the little princesses, I'm all about the book of Esther. I think I said this yesterday on radio, that raising the Mordecai is coming.
I don't know who that is.
The father of Queen Esther.
Oh, yeah.
The one that adopted Queen Esther. We need men. That can, a single man adopted a little girl, raised her. It's an uncle. He didn't abuse her. He didn't rape her. He raised that girl until she became a queen that saved the nation, a single man. So I need the Mordecais.
Oh, so excited. Mom Blessing Sunday, Pastor Blessing Sunday. Obviously, she's full of inspiration. She's full of creativity and ambition, desire to just lead and see others grow under the leadership, obviously, through the blessings of God and the blessings of Christ. All right, where are we heading to now this coming August? I know we've got the Queen Esther Generation Conference, the 11th edition. What can we look forward to in August?
The Queen Esther, raising the Queen Esther 11th edition is on another level.
Yes.
We are expecting great things. We are expecting different speakers, different genres. We are getting deep into this thing. So we are going to look at it from the men's conference has spoken. Men Up, I got feedback from Men Up. So there's something I've been missing in my 10 years. So this year, the 11th year, we are digging deeper. Men's conference wants women to be taught hygiene.
To be?
Taught hygiene. Husbands are complaining about seeing pads all over the house. I am so embarrassed even to say this, but care.
You had no raising the Queen Esther generation back then. Therefore, the little princesses of back then did not receive the word that you shared with these little princesses. Therefore, the men that have spoken will see a change, a difference as we head into the future.
Difference. It's hygiene, it's caring. You know, women have got a lot of health issues which are killing. Breast cancers, wombs, and stuff. So when we are raising a queen must be healthy. A queen must have checkups. So this Queen Esther is the works. If we have to do, we have to check sugar, BP. If I can get a mobile pap smear, it must be there in that venue. Wherever the venue is, it's all health. It's all health, and it's all, again, we're going back to proactive. I am a GBVF ambassador, and by the way,
Oh, yes.
remember we were going for the thing.
For the nationals.
It was moved to 31
May.
May.
Wow.
So 31 May, I'm going there, but I don't need to go there to say I'm a GBVF ambassador. Part of my message to women is, change. Let's change. So August, we are dealing with big issues.
I know you bring it back home with you on the 31st of May because you are at this level, you are at that level, and you still want to create the generation of the male figure that raised you, Esther. And when you start that, please include me. Like literally, I like speaking to young people, young boys. I like speaking the story of Umchita to
The
Ubaba.
house is going to run with that, but still, I said even men's conference. I said this year, if they don't invite me to men's conference, we have a problem.
We need to integrate
issues with men, so I need to address them at men's conference.
It's the Raising the Queen Esther Generation, the foundation, the founder, Pastor Blessing Sunday. We're very grateful, Ma, for the work you do and for inviting us today. And we are literally supporting in support of your initiatives as a foundation.
Women are called marshmallows, ne? Though we are mbokodos inside. So there is no way a queen cannot have soft network.
Marshmallow effect.
If there's a queen program without soft network, it's a problem. Soft network must be there.
We are humble.
We thank God.
It was a pleasure being here today, and this relationship, this friendship, this movement shall be moving forward. Stay tuned, stay blessed, and thank you for watching Mr. Soft Spot on the Soft Network. And I'll see you in August with Mount Blessing Sunday at the conference 11th edition of the Raising the Queen Esther Generation.
11th edition, see you there.
Nakanjani.